Alright, so a video on toxic masculinity, the nonsense that is toxic masculinity. I'm going to try my best to come from my heart in this post, and I might trigger a few people. I'm not aiming to trigger anybody, but I'm sure I will. I seem to have that effect, but I understand why that may happen. So, toxic masculinity. I seen another thing in a store the day for a seminar on toxic masculinity, and it annoyed me because there's a blame in men getting put here for men being toxic in their masculinity, and we are living in a society, certainly in the majority of the Western world, that's wholly toxic. Men are toxic and women are just as toxic. I'm not here to beat on our kids, sadly. Our kids are just as toxic because we feed them poison, sugars, Coca-Cola, sweeties, all that stuff that is toxic to an organic body. And that toxic organic body's pissed off that it's getting pumped full of poison. And that then creates a toxic in the mind. You can't have a healthy mind when your body's got toxins in it. That doesn't compute. So I'm bringing this post to acknowledge that both the masculine and the feminine are toxic, and the majority of people are relating in toxic ways. Anybody that's been in a failed marriage, when that marriage failed, there was two toxic people. There wasn't a toxic man and a pure woman. There was two people with the same toxicity frequency within them. Birds of a feather flock together, if you will. So this toxic masculinity is bullshit. It's toxic masculinity, it's toxic femininity, and sadly it's toxic childrenity. We've done it to our children as well. We're teaching them to be toxic. If you're taking a medicine, you're toxic. A medicine is a chemical compound and it's going into an organic organism, and that's why there's always a side effect with medicine. So if you're taking medicines, you're toxic, male or female. If you're scrolling your phone for longer than maybe 10 minutes, you're putting toxins into your body mentally. You're getting mental toxins going through the bullshit in a scroll feed, and you're also getting that energy of the phone going into your system longer. If you're drinking Coca-Cola on a daily basis, full fat's not so toxic because sugar's a natural compound. Your body can process it quite easily. It's organic. If you're drinking low-fat cola, you're toxic as hell, male or female. So there's both toxins there. If you've got fish face women, toxic as hell. I just see toxic shame, and that was a wee bit of a sore one there. So if that landed in your toxic fish face, I'm sorry. But it's toxic shame that's the cause of that. Young guys in the gym taking steroids, toxic as hell. Toxic body, toxic mind. Women, fake nails, fake hair, all toxic. It's all coming from a place of shame. And the opposite of that is self-acceptance. So I'm not, if you get fake nails and fake hair, you'll think he's a dick. But actually, it's shame. It's shame that's causing you, toxic shame that causes you not to accept yourself as you are. We're in a highly toxic society through what's going on in social media, filters and fake tits, fake nails, fake hair, fake lips, fake boobs, fake bum, fake pecs if you're a guy, fake. Toxic as shit. Oh, every bit of it. Male and female. So this toxic masculinity, fucking pish that we're talking about, needs to be addressed as something that's equally male and female toxic. And sadly, again, as I say, we're toxicating our children and we just call it normal. It's not normal to poison a child, but we do it. So we're in a toxic society. 74% are medicating in this country. I'm in the UK because they're toxic. So male and female. Where am I going with this now? I just go in a wee bit of blather sometimes. So with regards to how do we clean that up, and I'm not judging anybody. I use tobacco and I use caffeine. I'm toxic as hell. You know, my body wasn't designed to smoke tobacco, or certainly not 2 or 3 roll-ups a day. You know, having the odd peace pipe I think was probably quite good for you. But certainly chugging in these roll-ups is not the best, and the coffee I drink is not organic, so that's toxic. I don't eat sugar. I eat mainly as if I can get organic food. And how to become pure. We spend time in nature. Nature detoxes is why we always feel good after a walk. Drinking fresh bottled water. Our water's toxic in the UK because we put fluoride in the water, and there's a neurotoxin in fluoride that has a harm in the brain, I suppose, the pineal gland in the brain. So, yeah, the way it is into ourselves. Back to the augmentation, because if you're a fish face and you've took it a sore one, I understand, but beauty comes from within. There's nothing a person, in a superficial society we can put fake nails, tits and hair on and somebody will find that attractive, but truly that's not attractive. It's false, it's fake. Reality's attractive, beauty's attractive, and beauty comes from within, and that comes from being pure and eating healthy, getting loads of fresh air and having pure thoughts. We have 80,000 thoughts a day, and they say about 95% of them are negative. Well, there's most people are having, the 95% thoughts are toxic thoughts towards themselves. So the opposite of that is self-acceptance. We've got toxicity and we've got self-acceptance and self-love. And when you love yourself, your body will be naturally beautiful, not because of how your body looks, but actually because of the energy. It's a beautiful energy that people feel and sense, and some people can see, and that's how you become natural. Now, me personally, I don't date women for the UK, or very seldom. I love Eastern type women and Asian women because they're much purer. Their diets are much purer, you know, you very seldom, and I'm not saying you don't see them, but they have a different energy to them because they eat natural fresh foods, mainly. Certainly in their own cultures. Some of them here don't now, but that for me is naturally beautiful because they're clean, healthy. You don't see maybe the younger Asian women now, but when you go to these countries you don't see all this fake shit that you see the poor women of this country doing to make themselves feel beautiful. And I'm not judging that if you do that. I understand it and I've got compassion, but beauty comes from within a person. I think that's enough for the day. It feels like I'm done here. But back to where I started. Toxic masculinity is an absolute bullshit. We've got females, they're just as toxic as the males, both in body, mind, and lack of connection to their soulful side, I'll call it, or lack of faith in the divine energy that breathes us, that surrounds us, that feeds us, that clothes us, that provides for us. And the more you can tap into that divine energy that exists everywhere on this planet and everywhere within us, the more you become less toxic. I'm still very much detoxing myself. The toxic shame that lives in my body. I can actually taste toxic shame in my throat now. And I'm eradicating that slowly but surely. But anyway, I think that's my rant over for today. Sending you much love. If I triggered you, apologies, and look at what's been triggered as opposed to me being the arsehole for triggering you, please. And I'm out.